Since entertainment has become like an automatic catapult for people into stardom, fame, riches, and all of the things that come with it, so many people have started doubting the importance of education. So we're on the streets of Lagos today. I want to find out from people, do you think education is still necessary to make it in Nigeria? I'm Folashade for Clique TV Africa, and you're watching Street Talk. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Do you think education is necessary to be successful?
I think it's one of the grassroots that one will never forget when it comes to living a successful life. So you must be educated. So it's very, very necessary.
Well, you know, there are some people that don't have degrees that are making millions of naira.
Most of them are making millions of naira by fortune. You know, when I say by fortune, they just run into luck. It's not as if they deserve it. But when you are educated and you know why you go to school, why school go through you, I think you put it. You know,
there are graduates, thousands of graduates that don't have jobs.
I think most of those graduates, if not all of them, vast majority of them are unemployable. When I say unemployable, they don't really have the skills apart from what they learn in class. Most of them don't really know what they pass through in class. But at the end of the day, they become a graduate because the system allowed them. So at the end, you find out that they are not employable, or they doesn't have job, or one thing or the other. But yes,
education is necessary and it's needed. Even if you do any other thing, it makes you a human being. That's what keeps you as a human being. You can do any other thing, but without education, you will be an animal at it. You will misbehave. So it's necessary. It's needed to keep you as a human being while you do any other thing, and it will even help you to upgrade whatever you are doing. Give it a different style, different approach.
Yeah, it's highly necessary to be successful.
Why, sir?
As properly say, education is the life and is the key to the success.
But there are so many people that don't have degrees or that are making millions of money.
It doesn't matter. If you are a farmer and you are educated, your farm is going to be different from others that are not educated. Whatever you are doing in life with education, it will be okay more than those that didn't have education. Yeah.
No, I don't think you need education to be successful. As it is, present 21st century, you don't need education because there are many other things you can venture into, and education for me is not really necessary. The fact that you can speak English, I think that's okay because footballers, most footballers didn't go to school. Floyd Mayweather didn't go to school, but he can speak English. So for me, if you know how to speak English and you are intelligent, I feel you don't need education to.
You don't even need education to be able to speak English.
Well, in Nigeria, you need education to be able to speak English, but in UK, that's their native language, so you don't need to learn how to speak English if you are there because that's a native language. In France, you don't need to learn how to speak French because that's a native language. But here in Nigeria, so you need to learn because this is Nigeria. English is not a native language, so you need to learn. But if you can speak English, you are good to go. You don't need education.
Education is, to me, very, very important.
Why, sir?
The entertainment of a thing you are talking about, the entertainment industry you are talking about, can you go into it without education?
Well, there are some people that don't have degrees and all of that.
Those people will not be rated. And because the way they will present themselves will be different from those that are educated. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. So that's why education is important.
Yes, I think it's important. It's very important. But acquiring skills is more important. Yeah, like maybe learning different kind of hard works. Like even some graduates, they don't have job at the moment they graduate, so they have to go into some skills like learning trades and stuff. So I think both of them are important. Both of them.
Yes, education is very, very important in the society.
But so many people are making it now and they don't even have degrees.
Yes, you can make it, but going to school or education gives you more knowledge to be able to even make it the more.
Very, very necessary and important.
Why, sir?
because in everything in life you must be educated before you proceed.
But so many people are making it. Entertainers, for example, many of them don't need degrees to make millions. So would you still say education is necessary for you to be successful?
In fact, with what you have said already, that they are making their millions without education, they start from a scratch. At least they have their primary school, even not even with their degree. So if you want to excel in life, you have to be educated. That's one point.
Of course, now. Of course, education is really important because education is not just about learning to be a lawyer, to be a doctor, it's about widening your knowledge. It's about opening your head for you to see the vast opportunities around you. When you look at the mind of an educated person and that of an uneducated person, it's different now. An uneducated person is the one that you see that will be fighting on the streets. If you are educated and you know you have a future, you won't be fighting now. So education is important. In fact, it's what illuminates us. It's what gives us the real common sense, not the normal common sense.
Yes, it is.
But there are so many people that are successful and don't have degrees.
Pardon?
There are so many people that are successful but don't have degrees. Do you still think it is necessary?
It's necessary. I don't know why you can say there are some people that went to school, they don't have a degree. That means they did not pass through the school. You understand? It was not possible for you to go to school and at the end of the day you won't have a degree. Either you've been dismissed in the school or you have an issue with the school and you don't want your parents to know. So to me, education is necessary in Nigeria, especially the days we are now. Things are changing. So we need to educate ourselves by going to school. So that is my own opinion about that.
Yeah, it is.
Why?
Basically, okay, for an illiterate to know what he's doing is almost impossible. So you need at least some level of education. So if you are say for instance, if you are a musician, that's what you say now. If you are an artist and you don't know some basic rudiment of business and just simple things, basic things about business, there is no need entering into going into music. So the rundown of everything is Davido is not who he is. He will not be as successful as he is if he didn't go to school, because the people that are managing him definitely went to school, and he himself, not that he fully went to school, but at least he had a little bit of education and he knows the rudiment of the business of music.
In Nigeria, pardon me, I don't think so.
Why?
Because even the government is not even making it look interesting for us to, these days you see young ones, instead of them thinking of going to school, they think of how to make money. Tell me, if you don't go to school, how will you make the money? But they'll still tell you that it's not all about school, and I won't still blame them because the government made it so that it's not all about school. So that's I don't think in Nigeria, it's as far as we still have this useless government, I don't think it's still possible in Nigeria, seriously.
Apparently, education, no matter how little, is essential to be successful. A degree, not so much. Well, if you have contrary opinions, you can keep the conversation going on all our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Clique TV Africa, or check us out on our website at cliquetvafrica.com. I remain Folashade. Until next time, guys. Bye for now.